we're back for more chaos and insanity. Not in really the way you're thinking of, but just the chaos of how this has gone. We continue to win. We surpassed Richard Petty's win record last race. We're kind of back to our winning ways, winning 2 in a row. That's like our lowest streak of races won. I think it was maybe 1 race win streak, and it was snapped after Watkins Glen or something. I don't know. The second half of the season's been not nearly as dominant because we lost 4 races or something. So that's exciting. Tony Stewart's still hanging on, trying to make his point gap not as big. Thunder Road 2 is huge. He's trying to make it not be the hugest margin. Our driver respect is very middling of the road. For what reason, I don't know. We led a lot of laps last race in Martinsville, where everything kind of went wrong. But paint scheme, going with the blue ice Ford, because I basically blue balled this entire season, so it's fitting. There's really not a whole lot of synopsis to look into, so I think we'll just get into it. Thank you to my 2 Patreon people, as well as my YouTube members for our channel, pursuit of early access videos like this, as well as channel emails when I stream. So thank you for what you guys do. I appreciate that. That does help me out a ton. Let's get into Atlanta and win by a comfortable margin so I can Raffoul copter out of my chair. Tony Stewart on pole for what feels like the 4th race in a row. I mean, it's just getting kind of disgusting at this point. But he's trying. And that's really it. Default automatic gears. There's really nothing else to look at. We'll have Emmerich take it away, and please, for the love of God, do not talk about Kurt Busch in 2002 season, because I'm so tired of hearing about it. It's old.
We're live from the Atlanta Motor Speedway in Hampton, Georgia for today's running of the Georgia 500. I expect to see some exciting action in this one, don't you?
The high speeds that can be reached here does make for some exciting racing. There are no restrictor plates to keep them from being able to pass either. It's just all out, good old stock car racing with the best drivers in the business. I can't wait to get this one underway.
Michael Waltrip's career finally started to take off after joining DEI in 2001.
He always knew he had the ability. Now he finally has the ride to show it. I expect we will see even more of him in the future.
Ricky Rudd is in the top 5 in points so far this season.
Gaining on the leader is tough when you're in the top 5 in points. It takes you having a good race and the leader having a bad one in order to gain anything substantial.
An impressive average finish record for Kurt Busch.
Man, he is amazing. And what a charge towards the championship that gives him. You don't even need that many wins if you're finishing in the top 10 every week.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Good introduction. I see a couple of alternate paint schemes. Nice to actually have one where they don't just lie about the narrative. But yeah. Well, I think we all know how Atlanta's going to go. The spring race here. Well, I think it's more infamously known for the Google Doc rant that I should have figured out much sooner. But I just never thought the Google Sheets could not handle a period. You know, I just never thought that would just be such a... I don't know. It's kind of embarrassing. But that's a casual 4 wide right there. You make all of it work because we're just amazing. And that's about almost 10 spots on the first lap. But luckily with the draft and everything, we just kind of build up so much speed and everything and just fly through the field. Man, I just don't understand this game. When NASCAR 2011 is harder, and I know it's definitely harder because, well, I guess that game's kind of... You might lose races just because the pit road stuff just glitches out, so... It's kind of a cheap, like, it's like in order for you to not win, it's like always cheap ways. That's a lot of stack up. Okay, well, thank you. That makes it a lot easier for me. Nice alternate scheme, Matt Kenseth, which I swear I've seen the white AT&T car many times this year. But there's Rusty Walsh's in the Harley Davidson one, which is nice. But yeah, I was on a tangent about something, and then I forgot. So. That's quite upsetting. I was talking about the Google Sheets. Difficulty in NASCAR games. Yeah, so Like 2011's hard, only kind of for the wrong reasons, because if you try to actually have pit stops, it just kind of breaks. So you lose races because of that. NASCAR 05, you majorly lose races because you have tire wear the AI don't, and that is the challenge, which is a cheap way of making it challenging. But I can't think of any other game that's this easy in season mode with these types, you know, starting last. I mean, I don't know. All I know is I'm looking forward to finishing up Thunder. Even to this day, I keep calling NASCAR 05 Thunder 05, but it's not. It's just a curse of mine, apparently. But I don't know. Johnny Benson, another good run. Impressive. I don't know where Ricky Craven is, but Jerry Native's up here. He's top 15. That's cool. Tony Search is leading laps. Almost, he probably is. It feels like he's led more laps than me in the second half of the season, maybe. I mean, we led it like 200 laps at the halfway point. I don't know if Sturt's led more in the second half than the first. I don't remember that exact stat, but it's crazy. We're already up to 9th in 6 laps, so this could be a potential 10-second victory. I think the spring race we won here by maybe 8 seconds. I don't remember exactly, but it was still a pretty disgusting amount. We got a little bit tight there. Aero push is still a bit of a thing, so have to be a tiny bit careful. But with the draft, and also the AI aren't being insane blocky pants with everything, so it's making it a little bit easier. Also, big props to Rusty actually running third. He's had a hellacious year in this season mode, so it's nice to see him actually run well. I think second place might be Harvick. Not quite sure. Oh, it's Newman. I should have expected it to be Newman, because Newman's just always been up there the whole season. Am I about to really pass Rusty Wallace up on the outside, the unconventional lane? Yeah, I did. That's kind of insane, but that's kind of our season in general. It's just been insane, so that's fitting. Alright, props to Tony Stewart and Newman. It took me a couple laps for me to run them down, which is something. I have to give them some kind of praise, because it wasn't a complete we copped them in like 1 lap. There we go. See, now, I expect Ryan Newman to do those type of blocks, not freaking, Ricky Craven or Joe Nemechek or something. Oh, but what about the 2000 All-Star? I know, he did that. It was stupid and bad and wrong back then, too. Anyways, we're going to get the lead that lap. Alright, well, bye field, and we're going to pit on lap 16, so let's cut right to that. We're pitting this lap. I think this was the race in Thunder 03 where I sped. It's like the only time I sped in the entirety of the Thunder series, which we will not continue that streak today. So standard 4 tire stop, and then that's it. And that's a 16-1, so they nailed the estimated time. Can I go on a rant about the pit stops in this season mode? Remember in Thunder 03, they went like over the top with pit crews always having mistakes? I think they saved all that for Thunder 04 career mode or something, because that happens a lot there. Not really much in season mode. The pit crew maybe just been slow at points, but they don't make much mistakes. So that's not nearly as interesting. It's like they took what Thunder 03 had and it's like, oh shit, we made them have too many mistakes. And we're gonna, instead of, I don't know, like an 80% ratio, I don't know. It's just one side or the other. It's never just like a nice in-between. It's either the pit crew make a lot of mistakes, or to fix that, we'll just make them have no mistakes in season mode. I don't know. I'm annoyed by that. So it's made pit road less interesting. So that just lets down JC. In fact, forget NASCAR Ignition would have been harder than this shit. I mean, granted, there's no season mode, it's just career, so. But that would have been harder than this, and probably more entertaining. Never thought I would say that about Ignition, but Jesus Christ, it'll give me something to work with. I mean, granted, the difficulty's like all over the place, and I could probably sim half the races on Legend difficulty, and finish better than what I actually would have ran. So I would have only been really doing like 16 or 18 of the 36 races or whatever. But Jesus Christ, at least be able to plow through it a lot faster than this. Why? I can't believe we're in the frickin'... I'm going insane. Ignition's harder than this. And we're going to get the lead, and that's it. So I'm just going to listen to Toby Keith. I'm not going to sit here for 13 laps in frickin' silence. No. No. White flags out. We just about hit a 10-second gap, but we're dealing with lap traffic. Going into turn 3, Greg Biffle literally just blocked me going into turn 3, so couldn't gain as much time there, so that was a little bit annoying. Nice to have my teammate be absolute trash to me, even though I'm amazed I don't have much friends on the track. With how I pass a lot of them cleanly most of the time, so I don't know. Maybe they're just sick of me winning too. Maybe that's their in-lore explanation, but anyways, that's win number 29 of the year. Did anybody really expect me not to win that? I mean, who'd be surprised by that? Anyways, I don't know what really to say. It's the Georgia 500. Is that a lemon in victory lane? I don't know. That's an orange. I should like oranges, but I kind of don't. It's kind of a feels like a betrayal of my entire channel because my color scheme is orange. But there's a fun fact. Add that to your wiki. It's a nice looking trophy. I do have to wonder and question, why does it say Napa 500 but the background says George 500? But why is that? I don't know. I gotta go to the racing reference to figure that out, I guess. Huh. So I think they called it Georgia 500 because there was no race title sponsor. Maybe at the time when they were releasing the games, maybe this was a last second thing. So why is it Napa? Why was there a Napa 500 trophy? I don't know, because that was a sponsor from the spring race or the fall race typically. And yeah, it's Bass Pro Shops, MB&A, and then Bass Pro. Okay, so I guess that's just interesting. I wasn't expecting that. That's literally like the 2002 trophy, but they didn't have any trophies in 2002 other than the EA Sports one. So why are they using last year's trophy for this? I don't know. I'm kind of perplexed by that. But we get Night Atlanta, so that's neat. And we won by 10 seconds plus, so I was right in my assessment. We led 18 laps. Tony Stewart, who was running second, I guess pitted later and just completely boned his entire race. Johnny Benson just got 10th straight up. That's impressive. And, okay, Waltrip's going to gain a lot of points on Ricky Craven, so that's unfortunate. There was only one DNF of Jimmy Johnson, so that's funny. We lapped a couple of cars up to 35th. And that's pretty much it. Very simple race. Only 3 different leaders. Jeff Gordon led the other 4 during the pit cycle. And that's it. That was a very simple race. Let's put those stats down, because I think Atlanta might be outside top 10 in the interval thing, but I'll double check. So it was around 10.570. That literally puts it 11th. Just 3/10 short of surpassing Lowe's. So if we didn't have lap traffic to deal with there at the end, or at least Greg Biffle blocking us or whatever, because we were gaining stupid amount of time without them, so probably would have surpassed it. But either way, 11th place, not bad. And that's it. Next race is Phoenix. That's maybe a question mark of how we're going to do. Thunder 03 was, I would say, tough. We got like 3rd there or something, so I don't know. But that's our paint scheme we're going to go with. But yeah, I mean, we're damn near going to get 30 wins, and that's just, I don't know. We're just breaking all the records with this season. I don't know what else to show. Ricky Rudd still top 5. Good for him. Bobby Labonte 6th. And Junior still 10th. Dale Jarrett 11th. Still a good bit out. Craven still hangs on to 14th. Jeff Burton, 30, or I guess 27 points back. So that's a new person we have to worry about for Ricky Craven's 14th Battle of Glory. That's like the new Ricky Rudd being 12th. I don't know. But Rusty Wallace, 18th, that's like literally exactly where he ran in real life. So that's kind of, it's funny. We're also at a time where Michael Waltrip is higher in points than Rusty Wallace. Which might have been true in 2003. I looked that up now. Oh, no, I was wrong. Rusty Wallace was 14th in points, and then Rusty Wallace got 15th. By 16-point difference. So they were actually pretty close to each other. Why was I thinking Rusty was 18th in points? I must be confusing it with Mark Martin, but never mind. Rusty Wallace in 2003 was a little bit higher up than I thought. But Rusty and Waltrip being close together in points, I mean, that's almost exactly how it was in 03. So it's funny how that worked out. 16-point difference, though. Damn. That's it. Okay, I don't think there's anything else to show. I mean, we got more laps led, so I think we hit 350, I think. 353, so good. It's good. I don't know if we're going to get to 400, but I don't know. We'll try. We only have 3 races left to do it. In Rockingham, we have a good chance of leading a good bit. So I think maybe around 380 is my guess, but I don't know. But either way, we're done. Let's wrap things up. Big shout out to the Patreon supporters: Dave from our Chat 15, Kamikazegames, Bailey Carey, Maximilian 1986, Jason Hellman, and my name is John for support. Again, I appreciate you guys do for my channel every single month. It does me a lot. Always goes a long ways. So thank you as always for the continued support. I'll see you all next episode for Phoenix. I don't know what that's going to be like. We only go there once a year. I'm assuming it's going to be easy just like every other track. But I guess we'll wait and see. Can it be the race where we somehow don't get a top 10? That would be crazy. That's... When was the last time we didn't get a top 10? I don't really remember. Like, where we did not get a top... It might have been freaking low? No, it was like Atlanta in Thunder 03. So it's been a season plus since our last finish outside the top 10. That's insane. So, yeah, I don't know what to say other than that's just completely bonkers. But, yeah, that'll do it for me. See you all next episode. See you all later. And as always, have a good day, everyone.